there, my name is Tanya Lozano. I'm an abstract expressionist artist. I create abstracts on the medium to the larger scales. Today I'll be showing you 4 easy ways to create texture with gesso. I will be using the Studio Series acrylic gesso and then 8x10 canvases. And here's one of my favorite products I love is the Blick spatula. I use it for everything. And next we got the Delta water mist spray, and also we have the 3M sponge, and I like to cut them up in small pieces and I use them all the time. And then we have the disposable gloves, and then we have the plastic tray to mix the paints, and then last but least we got the squeegee, mine full of paint. Okay, let me show you the first technique. I call it stamping or pressing. So what you do is you'll take a piece of random plastic and kind of twist it a little bit and give it some shape. And then here's the gesso already poured out, and I will just take it like this and press it. You can make it any design you want and just continue doing so where you would like this. So this procedure is called stamping or pressing, and it gives a high and low effect. Okay, so we're going to do the second technique, and I call it just plastic, or you can actually even use a grocery bag. So what I'm going to do is I already poured gesso in here, this cup, so it makes it easier to just pour some along the canvas. And then I like to take sponges and just kind of quickly spread it around. That way you can get it all over really good. And then I like to take a random piece of plastic anywhere you can get them. Like I said, even a trash bag or grocery bag, anything. And lay it on top and just start giving it the shape you kind of like. And make sure you pinch in certain areas so it can come up and it'll give a really nice effect. Okay. And this one I call the plain plastic. Okay, let's show you number 3, which is the technique is called squeegee. But first of all, I like to use a spray bottle sometime. And this actually helps spread around the gesso very easy. And again, I've had the gesso poured in the cup here. And let's just pour some on top here. And you take a squeegee. The ones from the shower are great. And for this one, you could do so much with this. You just play around with it. You can give it different shapes and textures when you do that. And I actually like doing this for beach shoes. And also, if you want a flow to go a certain flow, it's really nice. You can go up and give it a circular effects. There's just this is endless what you can do with it. It's really actually fun to play with. So anyway, that's mine that I enjoy using for beaches. Fourth technique is my fingers. So what I do is I'll pour the gesso again. This one actually is pretty messy, but I like the look it gives. It kind of gives like grooves. So I kind of spread it around, and you could use a sponge or your hands, but your hands are going to get really messy anyway, so you might as well just use your hands. And then what I do is I like to use my 2 fingers, and I literally just kind of squeeze the gesso up like this all over. And I like to turn the canvas around so it's randomly, looks like random instead of so structured. And you just keep pushing 2 fingers up like that. Okay, and then what you do is you leave them to dry, say 1 to 2 days. It depends on the weather, also the size of your canvas and the mountain you're using. But of course, make sure you go around your sides because it will drip. So it's best while you're doing this to lay them flat. And I always keep an eye on it, and I come back and check on it to make sure there's no drippings. So those are the 4 techniques, and I'm going to let them dry for a day or 2.